About just your guys' class overall?
Well, obviously having 2 first-round picks is pretty exciting. You saw last year where we didn't have a whole lot of picks at all. So we get 2 really good players in the first round. Kicked off the draft in a real positive way. You know, today was a little thinner for us, only having 3 picks, but overall I think we're real happy with our class and how it came together.
What stood out about Callum Ritchie that made him a guy you wanted to take?
You know what, he had some bad luck this year. He sustained an injury at the Ivan Lincoln tournament in August and never really got to 100%, but we had a lot of good reports on him in his underage year, and you know, combined with his body of work this year, we felt it was tremendous value. And he was a player that in a lot of rankings slid just because he wasn't playing, or if he was playing, he wasn't 100%. So we feel we got real good value there. Big, skilled centerman. We got pretty excited when that pick was there.
I know he had surgery 6 weeks ago, I think he said. Yeah. What's his kind of timeline before he should be good to go?
He's hoping for the rookie tournament. It sounds like a real possibility, pending he doesn't have any setbacks with his rehab. But he's going to come to development camp. He won't be on the ice, but he's shooting to play in the rookie tournament. So we'll see how that goes.
A couple of players, junior, Russian League, and the KHL. What can you tell me about the overseas scouting staff that you leaned on heavily?
Sure.
Anyone specifically maybe that was especially important for this?
Yeah, it's a great question because it is tricky this year, not being able to get our crossover staff into Russia. But we have staff that live in Russia. Alexei Gusarov, obviously people know that name. He lives in St. Petersburg. He does a lot for us there and has for a long time. And then we've added a scout recently, Andrei Pakonov. He scouted in the past for New Jersey. He's a Columbus pick himself, so he's familiar with hockey in North America. But he's doubled our coverage in Russia. So in a time where we can't get in there and can't get those live viewings, it's really important to have boots on the ground in Russia for us.
And a couple of these later round picks are over here. Is there an expectation that they're coming over to the American League next season?
You know what? Yeah, when we take older players, they always have that option. You saw it with Hansel in Seattle. He'll be 20 this year. He can go back to Western Hockey League, or maybe he wants to turn pro. And same with Jalika from Slovakia will be an option as well. But we'll get them over here, have a look in development camp and in the rookie tournament and see what's best for them and where they fit in.
And then with the coaching vacancy at the American League level, is that something that you have a lot of confidence in if these players do decide to come through Loveland, that the staff in place here is especially apt to get them ready for the next level?
Yeah, we really believe Loveland's a great destination, and I know there's been tremendous interest in that position. So when that all gets sorted out, I think we'll have a very good coaching staff there and a good opportunity for our prospects to get better and eventually become Avalanche players.
Do you have an attendance list in mind for Dev Camp next week?
Yeah, we've been working on it for a while. We actually lost a couple guys to got drafted by other teams.
Oh, okay.
Last year we lost
like
7
PTOs?
actually. Yeah, so it'll get all cleaned up in the next few days, and then it'll come out soon.
Awesome.
What Gulyayev, his skating seems really impressive.
Yeah.
His sizes. How confident are you that he can be kind of like an NHL defenseman and hold up defensively given his size and profile?
Yeah, sure. And it's always a good question when you have a bit of an undersized player, especially a defenseman. With his reports and his background, we had awesome reports from our analytics department, obviously the boots on the ground, the video crossover. Everyone loved this guy, and he ranked high all throughout the season, again, in all departments. So to see a guy that skilled who can skate like that, and we see how the game's trending and how important that is, and how we play. He fits our identity. So we were really excited to draft him where we got him.
How long is he under contract?
I believe it's to the end of 2025, but everything's subject to change.
And you told me before the philosophy is best available player. I was curious though, there definitely was an emphasis with defensemen in these later picks.
Yeah.
Is some of that with the acknowledgement that losing through Hellison, Justin Barron, that you want to replenish defensive prospects specifically?
Yeah, you know what? It's actually just best player. We follow our list to a T, and that's a great example because people said, "Oh, you guys aren't going to draft defensemen because you have Hellison, you have Timmins, you have Barons." And then we didn't. So I'm glad we actually drafted Sean Barons and had some defensemen. So we try and make our list independent of our reserve list because that can change so quickly as we've seen in the last few years.
Okay. Thank you guys.
All right, thank you very much.